Hard work pays off. Dreams come true. Bad times don't last, but bad guys do.
What is going on, guys? Welcome to Beard and FRIENDz, episode
105. There it is.
Well, let me tell you something. Today we're going to talk about three things, or I'm going to show you three different perspectives of things. And the first one is going to be fed up, persistence, and then I got this small tribute to Scott Hall, one of my favorite wrestlers that I've never really talked about because he was great at being the bad guy. So I guess he did his job. He's a very cool guy. We're going to talk about that too. Well, let's go ahead and talk real quick about being fed up. It's okay to be fed up. Just had enough of stuff. It's okay. What's more important about that is how you reply, how you respond when you're mad, when you're fed up, when you're, well, put in a position that you don't like. And see, that's a hard one for a lot of people. The thing is, we need to realize that if we, here you go, react negative, you get negative. You react positive, you be positive. You get positive. You are positive. Now, a lot of you watching may say, well, we know that. We absolutely know what you're talking about. I'm not trying to, as they say, tell you guys something that I think I'm better at, or tell you that I've done this because you do this. Somebody one time told me, hey man, it's not all about you. Every time you speak, it's you. Let me tell you something, why that may come across that way. I speak from my experiences, and I try to pour them onto other people, the experience. So I want to say I, because it's from my point of view. I've went through. Now, if that offends you, then I often say I, or me. I can't help it. I'm not trying to offend nobody. I'm just trying to talk. See, I get along with everybody. Everybody don't get along with me. Sometimes I get fed up with people. Once again, that's why I'm bringing this up today. I think that a lot of us get fed up at small things, at big things, at everything. And as I was saying, if you respond good or want to learn or grow from that, I think that's important. Never forget that things come into our life. You got to have good to have bad. You got to have bad to have good. I imagine some people watching, once again, are sitting there trying to tell me or think that I know everything. I don't. But I don't have to be told what is good. You know what I'm saying? We know what's good for us. Do we? That's, a deeper question, but we do. You know when you're doing wrong. You know when you're doing good. You know when you're doing bad. And that's all by definition of you. If you're watching and you want to define good, bad, ugly, ugly, bad, good, whatever. It doesn't, whatever. But I'm saying all this because when we get fed up, we forget. Now, I know you know what that means. We forget how grateful we are, at least for a moment in time. Maybe some of you never do forget how grateful you are. Maybe we're all perfect. Maybe you today watching has absolutely had no negativity in your life. I'm not buying it. How did you get through it? Now, I don't really want to know an answer. I'm thinking, how did you get through it? What made you get through it? What made you go, I've had enough, but I've learned to take my fed ups. You know what I'm saying? All my fed ups, and try to make a positive with them. Like I'd sit there and I'm like, okay, today this thing happened, and I could really sit and dwell on it, and I could stew on this for days, and I have. But I often catch myself like, I should tell other people. Because when I talk about it, it helps me. You dig? When I talk about things, it helps me to help you, to help us, to help the world, so to speak. At least that's what that's what I'm thinking sometimes. It kind of takes me to my next topic. Persistence. Having persistence. It's a very important thing. As I get older, I think I'm developing that more. That drive, that persistence. I find inspiration through many things. The big things, small things. Like I just said, many things are in the world. And I find inspiration. Meaning I can look at something or see something, situation or somebody, and if they turn around or the situation makes me smile, I could probably find that good in it. Like, look at it and have that aha, that moment. But being persistent to the point where you want to inspire and you eat and you breathe and you sleep and you... I didn't say it, you did. All of those things, persistence will pay off. It will. Where it won't pay off is if you stop. Now, everybody's got a story. I don't think that one's better than that one, and that one's better than this one, and he's better than her, and I'm better than you, and you. I don't care whose story's worse or better or more. I don't. That's not what I mean. But we all have one. How are you going to use your story to help others? Like I used to want to be afraid. I wanted to be afraid of growing, of persistent, doing things so much that it's like, am I just getting burned out? Yeah, you can. That's a different topic. But I wanted to sit and say, I can't do this. There's no way I can't keep on, or I can't, no matter what it is. For instance, this podcast. I'll make it look easy, make it look like this and that and other. It's just a simple amateur podcast. It's what I do just because this is what I promised. This is what I want to do, okay? I'm using this platform right now. Just because that's all I got. Maybe one day I'll grow and, get finances and get things that are whatever. I'll still do what I got to do. I'm persistent. It's going to pay off. With me, I've seen it, inspiration and persistence from people everywhere, right? The one place that I've seen it? Growing up, I used to want to be the big pro wrestler. Kind of still do, but I think I'm old. Those who might know anything, talk to me. We'll talk, maybe. But When I was young, I jumped off houses. I got slammed into ironing boards. I had done some dumb things. I've had glass broken on my head. A family member of mine took fluorescent lights and beat me with them. I mean, I'm just cutting to the chase here. I'm not setting up the matches, but these happen. Am I proud of them? No, I didn't say that. But what I'm saying is my inspiration was not to be these wrestlers, but to be my own. But I was inspired by them. It's watching their persistence pay off. I, in that age, like any age really, you can say that with, where you watch somebody get in it and you keep going if you're there long enough, and you see, and now there's somebody, and now here comes the other rookies, and so I understand. But this kind of brings me to my next topic. So, this next topic, the next point in the show tonight. Earlier this week, we have lost a great, in my opinion, wrestler, athlete, performer, a charismatic guy. So I would like to share this that I did earlier in the week of, watch this and I'll be right back. Alright guys, look, I'm glad you're watching. I'm glad you've watched some of those images. Once again, I just threw together. I saw some highlights. This is all to touch his career in a short amount of time, because I didn't have time to put everything that I know about him and put everything out, do the research. He was a great guy. He inspired me. He was one of my inspirations for just being. You know what I'm saying? For wanting to be that wrestler and wanting to be something. As I have many, and I'd love to interview and talk to any of the wrestlers from the past, or anybody watching for that matter, if for some reason you're watching this one tonight. But those 3 words that I say every episode, what are they? What do I say? Love, peace, chicken grease. Later guys, thanks for watching.
Big Beard!
Presentations.